The trading week is over. Perfect, right? No more trading. I have the weekend to reflect on everything that I've done right and wrong, right? On this week, everything, honestly, I made some mistake, not gonna lie, right? These past few years, right, that I've been trading, they haven't been easy, right? They have not been easy, right? Why? A lot of people may not talk about this, but I believe that without even trying, honestly, us as traders, we put so much pressure into our trading, right? We put so much pressure into the money that we want to make, right? And that's what happened this week again, right? That's been, I don't know if you need some kind of mental coach or something, right? Because I know I can trade. I know I've had some some great trades. I've had some great winning streaks. I've had some crazy, losing streaks as well, right? But for some reason, it's just I'm not. I don't know, something. Some yeah. I go like this, right? And I get to a certain point where I start getting, too confident and I start dropping, right? And then I start building myself back and then I drop again. And then I build myself back and drop again. The past 3 years have been like that, honestly. And honestly, I realized that no matter how good you can be as a trader, that's why, 90% is here, honestly. 90% is in the mind. I still got work to do, as y'all can see. Um, this this video, I want to watch it in 4 or 5 years and be like, okay, I remember going through that. Now I'm such a great trader. I wait, I step away, right? But the financial pressure we put in trading is just next level, honestly. We gotta accept it. We gotta accept it. The market was not made for us. The system we were born in, we were not meant to be rich. We were not meant to be up there, right? All these obstacles were meant to be, they were supposed to be given to us just so we could fail, right? Failure was what we were meant to do. Honestly, that's why this system is built the way it is. That's why 90%, 99, whatever the stat is, people are poor. They can barely pay their credit cards. They can barely pay their rent. They can barely make enough money to provide for themselves. The amount of financial pressure that I'm surrounded by is next level. People, the area I'm surrounded, right? It's all about money. It's all about debt. It's all about material stuff, right? But this trip that I'm taking to Thailand in the next 2 months, right? I got 67 days left, right, till I leave, and I'm so excited, right? I got a little bit of savings, but nothing crazy for me to, live there a year or anything, right? But I know me doing this is gonna take the pressure away from me over trading, from me trying to find, these trades, right? Because when I go to Thailand, man, oh man, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna practice Muay Thai like a fucking monster, right? I'm gonna read a lot. I'm gonna go explore. I'm gonna get to know some local people, right? People in other countries have brain, right? The USA is one of the few countries that they have this big ego. They think that they're all this. They think that people think they're better than each other, right? People bring each other down here in the US, right? Here in the US, people consume a lot, right? All they care is about material stuff, status, right? Money. Look at the woman. This Western woman. I don't think they're worth it, honestly. We go to other countries, man. The women, they love men, right? They respect them, right? Here at this in this age, honestly, me finding a woman, honestly, it's like I see red flags every day I wake up, right? From the day I wake up to the day I go to sleep, red flags everywhere, walking, right? And honestly, me getting out of here, I feel like it's gonna fix my trading. It's gonna fix my mind. It's gonna help me see levels that my family has never been able to see. Right? My family has always been capped at like right here. I want to be out there, right? Right now I'm gonna break down a little bit of the charts. Let me jump into it. But honestly, I just had to blog this, my thoughts, and I just want to record how I'm feeling, or what's going through my mind on the daily, as much as possible. I had a long week, honestly. I was sick went to work, got off late, this and that, right? No excuses, but obviously it's like that was my week, right? Oh man, let's get it. Let me jump into the charts real quick. Okay, so now that we're in the charts, right? I just want to go over what I saw this week, honestly. I was mainly just focused on gold, right? Let me put it back to the normal chart. Let me clear this out. Oops. Okay, let me just make sure everything's recording. Yep, it is. I think it is. Oh, I'll check right now. All right. This week, I was pretty bullish on gold, right? It did start out pretty bullish, but as you can see, we ended up closing the week pretty bearish, as you can see, right? So based on how it's looking, man, it does not look good to the upside, honestly. I can see it. Look, there's a high right here, a low, high. And based on how this candle is, and based on the fact that this low broke this low right here, I can see it go all the way to like around this level, right? So as of right now, I'm bearish, but during the week, what I was seeing, right? I base my trades off the daily or 12-hour, right? Depending which one looks the most, the one that my eyes can read the most, right? I remember during Sunday, it was like around, let's see, Sunday was like around right here, right? Let's see, on Friday, this 12-hour closed. No, let me look at the 12-hour. Yeah, 12-hour was around here. Was around here. The daily closed right there, right? 4-hour, 6-hour, no, 4-hour. I was looking like this. Man. Let's see. Let me find Friday, Sunday. I was like around right here, I remember, right? Because all I saw was this higher, this high, this low, this higher high, this low, this higher high, and so on, right? I got into the trade right here. I remember it was like around right here. And I got in after the 1 hour. I started doing this retracement right here. I remember getting in somewhere over here, put my stop loss right here, and I woke up to some nice profits and caught this move all the way to 3,400, right? Man, when I tell you, right, that I was trying to catch another move to the upside, right, but I was not able to, right? I tried putting a trade somewhere like right here, right there. I got stopped out, as you can see, and then I remember placing another trade like right here, but I put my stops too close, right? I got stopped out twice. So there goes 2% of my profit, right? The third trade, I didn't have the confidence to do it. I just did not, right? I went to sleep, I woke up, and the TP was hit. Oh man, I was kind of mad, right? The day after, I don't know, what was it, like Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Price was over here, up here. I was trying to catch some buys, right? But as you can see, price was not doing it for me. I remember getting in within this candle or this candle, right? I remember getting in, perfect. I went to do my things, woke up, I think I stopped out, right? After that, that was 3 trades I lost, right? A 4th trade, perfect. I'm like, okay, we're like at this support zone right here. Perfect. I'm like, okay, we might go up, right? Nah, price decided to keep dropping. I got stopped out 4 times. Fuck. After that, I did not have the confidence to trade again, honestly. I left the chart. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go do my thing, right? But then I'm like, okay, if this is meant to go short, I'm like, okay, this is bearish now for sure, right? We saw daily. We had several daily candles print to the downside. I remember seeing price around right here. I'm like, okay, this is bearish for sure. I waited for this retracement and I marked it. I'm like, okay, after this candle, we're gonna drop, right? I put my stops like this. I remember I caught one. I tried to catch a 1-4 one to like 35.25, 33.25, I mean. And as you can see, that shit melted so freaking nice. So nice. I didn't catch it, right? I lost more than I was supposed to. And honestly, I was marrying this bias. I just had the bias to go to the upside. Man, I regret it. It's like I can't change anything, honestly. but I'm happy that I was able to see the structure on this trade, right? I won't, I'm gonna try my best to not, make the same mistake again. Right. This next week, I do not know what to expect. I feel like we need some kind of retracement, but that's what I feel, right? But as of right now, the 4 hour structure is bearish, so it's for sure bearish. Nothing's telling me to go up. Weekly, close bearish, so I'm expecting price to go all the way to like, 32.80 around here, around this level, right? And then maybe we can keep it dropping or going up, right? But that was my trading week, right? That was my mistakes, right? Um, let's see how next week goes. We're gonna come back pretty strong. We're gonna make it happen, honestly. All right.